Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Sheila Vila coming to you with another review of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 9, Episode 3, Having Faith. Y'all, this episode was so heavy. It was so heavy. It's like it got heavier and heavier as it progressed. It was so heavy, but it was so good and it was so informational and informative at the same time. As heavy as Tyler Perry's Sistas has been starting season 9, it actually has been really good because it's like the focus has shifted. And it shifted, even though it's like sad, but it's not the same old Tyler Perry where, we out here acting a fool and clowning and, you know what I'm saying, you sleeping with my man, I'm about to shoot you, all that other stuff. It's like real life. And I'm really watching this. I've been watching these few episodes and I'm like, dang, it ain't even too bad. But it's been sad and I've been stressed out. But at the same time, I was like, they really doing some acting. Like, they acting on here. Like, Zach is acting his butt off. Karen is acting her butt off. Child, Aaron was acting like he was sad. Andi stepping up being a boss. You know what I'm saying? Danny's still doing good too. Danny being Danny. But, I don't know what Sabrina doing. She just trying to figure out her life. But anyway, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get into this episode of Tyler Perry's Sistas. And it does pick up where it left off. Oh, please don't hesitate to like the video. Subscribe to the video. Comment to the video. On the road to 8,000 subscribers. The more you do like, the more I do go through the algorithm, and more people will start to view my commentary. Like I said, on the road to 8,000, I would like to get 100 likes every single video. So y'all can help me out. Hit that like button. Just try to get 100 likes every video. All right. So let's get into it. The episode does pick up where it left off, where Karen has passed out. Karen has passed out because her blood is low. Her oxygen is low. Levels are low. She done hit cold blue. Cold blue is not good. Cold blue is like, you here, but you ain't here. You know what I'm saying? It's to the point to where they have to see if Karen has a will, like a do not resuscitate in her clause. Just in case something happens. It's to that point. And the girls are like, doctor, doctor, doctor. Like they're calling. And the doctor comes in. He was like, yeah, y'all got to get out because we have to perform an emergency cesarean. Like we have to do an emergency C-section. So y'all going to have to get out, right? So they get out and everybody is like, what's wrong with Karen? What's wrong with Karen? And they're talking about like she's passed out. We don't know what's going on. Like she may not make it. That's when the nurse comes out and say, who is next of kin? Who is the next of kin? And the mother, Mama Lisa, walks in and they're like, hey, do she has like a clause in her will, a death will, like do not resuscitate. I don't even know if they figured that out. They don't even have the proper paperwork because I don't even think that this is Karen's original hospital that she was supposed to go to in the first place. And of course, this isn't her doctor. So this whole situation is just out of order. And so they're trying to get these documents to make sure, just in case of Karen's demise, or if she starts to further decline to where she just might flatline, that they have the option to use the forces needed to resuscitate her. And it's sad. And Andi is looking like out of it, like she's spaced out. And they're like, Andi, what's going on with you? What's going on with you? So Andi about to stand on business. That's what she's about to do. So Andi goes and finds Dr. Cruz and like, hey, Dr. Cruz, I'm finna paraphrase. This is not verbatim. So she pretty much like, you're wrong how you did my friend. And he was like, well, who are you? I'm Andi Barnes, Esquire. And when you say Esquire, that means they are a lawyer. And he don't know how powerful she is. And he doesn't know the people that she knows, meaning Robin, that can really help her in this situation. So he's just like, well, I don't know who you are, but he said, if you would have not, he said, I'm not the doctor anymore. And if I would have remained her doctor, maybe she wouldn't be in this situation. She was pretty much like, yeah, It is your fault that she's in this situation. And because it is your fault, you are not going to be working at the hospital anymore. You're going to be serving coffee in it. And he just pretty much like, you don't even know who I am. I am a 20-year, doctor, physician, and pretty much you don't even know who I know. So whatever threats you're making, they're really idle right now. And he look at her like, you better get on, little girl, little black girl. That's how he was looking at her. But at the end of the day, he gonna get it. And I cannot wait until he gets it, because all of this is his fault. All right. So Sabrina, and then this was crazy because, as y'all know, I do trailer reviews as well. And so in the trailer review, it made it seem as if Sabrina was going to take a walk on the wild side because of everything that's going on. But Sabrina didn't really do nothing. The only thing she wanted to do was smoke some weed. That's all I saw. Because she's devastated about what's going on. She's going to Danny said, we don't have no control over any of this. The only thing Danny really wanted to do was go to the car, hit something real quick. Sabrina like, I don't think that's a bad idea. Danny looking at her like, are you for real? Like, you want to do that? Yeah, because it's like everything has been happening. They have no control. They don't even know if their friend gonna make it. It's just really sad. It's having everybody to think twice about the decisions that they make when it comes to life. Because you can plan and plan and plan, and you can do all these things, but at the end of the day, sometimes it doesn't work out in your favor. So, yeah. All right. Now, because they are going to go into, because they're having a cesarean, normally the fathers are in, 2 people are in the room at a time, right? So, the fathers, they're going in, they're prepping for surgery. And Zach is scared. Zach is crying. And Fatima is there to try to just make sure he's good. And he over here cussing like this old janky hospital. They got me in a closet room changing clothes. It's so improper here, And he's just like, Fatima, I don't know. This is crazy. I can't believe that pretty much Karen is in this situation. And Fatima is really giving him grace. She's just like, I know you love Karen. I know you do. And it's okay. I'm just here with you. I'm here. Whatever you need, I got you. And she's helping him put his clothes on. And he's really appreciative of it. So now he sees Aaron in the hallway. Aaron is frantic. He don't know what to do. And Zach is calming Aaron down. The person that's really supposed to be on edge, because Zach is known as the hothead, right? So he's the one that's supposed to be on edge. But in this situation here, he's calm. And it's almost like the calm before the storm. Because he's calm. He's just like, okay, I know. I'm saying? This isn't the best situation, but we're going to get through this. Just calm down, Aaron, calm down. He was like, ain't you a preacher? Ain't your life right? Don't you want to pray? So Aaron starts the prayer. And while he's praying, he going to say, because one of the twins is already moved on with you. Zach's like, hold on. You need to have some faith. We not God. He over here troubling the line, Lord. He's breaking the call, Lord. He don't have enough faith, Lord. Let me take over the prayer. So Zach takes over the prayer, and he's like, thank you for waking us up this morning, for your grace and your mercy. You know what I'm saying? You are God. Bless our babies, our daughters in these situations. All that stuff. In Jesus' name, amen. I said, call his name. And he was like, Aaron says, thank you for that. Because this is something you're supposed to be doing, Aaron. But at the end of the day, everybody can't be strong all the time. And when somebody is weak, God makes other people strong. That's just how it is. So they bumping hands, we gonna get through this. It's gonna be all right. And so while they're doing that, Mama Lisa comes over there. She's suited and booted too. I thought only 2 people can be in a room. She was like, look, it's already chaotic at this hospital. And if I'm not in that room with my daughter, it's gonna be more chaos. So they chose to have her in there too, which they need to have her in there too. So now the girls are over there, Sabrina and Danny, they're pretty much trying to get their mind off of what's going on, because Danny is like, this has been a day. She starts to talk about Tony, and she's saying it's her fault that Tony has to move away to Alaska. Danny, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. Tony was a supervisor. It was his responsibility to make sure that he was doing protocol while he was at work. It's not your fault that he over there touching on your booty in front of people. It's not your fault that he want to sneak kisses and all this other stuff. It's not your fault that he moved you to the head of the list, to the top of the list to get an internship that you didn't even want. So don't blame yourself on something that Tony did. Anyway, so what's going on with you, Sabrina? Sabrina starts to say, oh, it's bad. It's bad. So she ends up saying, telling Danny about Penelope, and how Penelope was jumping up and down on Rich, and she caught them. Then they're like, oh, beat it beard Rich, beat it beard Rich, oh, nappy beard, you know, all that other stuff. And he was calling her phone. He was calling Sabrina's phone, calling Sabrina's phone. So then he was like, you know what? The Lord knew I needed something to take my mind off of what's going on with Karen. Let me see your phone. So she grabs Sabrina's phone, answers the phone, and she is talking cold, hard cash money to Rich. Rich is on the other line like, let me talk to Sabrina. Let me walk to Sabrina. You ain't talking to Sabrina. You up here doing shady stuff. Do Andi know? Do Jordan know? Do Tony know? You run around here smashing our homie sister like you dirty dog. Wrong. Don't let me. And then she even told, she also told Sabrina, don't let me go over there and burn up Rich shop and it'll be smelling like juices and berries or something to that effect. All over there. Now she didn't say juices and berries, but she did say like juices and something that's gonna be smelling like. But yeah, she just kind of got Rich together real quick and hung up the phone in his face. All right. So while they're over there talking, then all the girls gather around or whatever, and then that's when they see Mama Lisa comes out. And Mama Lisa really wasn't clear on what was going on because she was sitting there and the girls are looking at her like, what's going on, what's going on? But by her face, her facial expression showed that it's not good. It's not good. So while they really didn't get everything from Mama Lisa, then they go to Zach, and Zach comes out the door. He kicks over one of the little basket things that was in the way, and he's like, why me? Like, why me? Like, he's just going off. And he really doesn't clearly really say what's going on, but he did say it was my baby, you know, like why I have to go through this, like why is it me? And he was just crying, and I felt so bad for him, even though I knew it was going to be his baby, and even though I knew, you know what I'm saying, because I did my little prediction. But even though I knew it was going to be him, it's still sad to see because it's hard knowing something is going to happen, but when it actually happens, that's when the emotions really come out, because you are in a time and a space like, I can't believe this is really happening. Like, this is really happening to me. I really lost my baby. And Fatima is there the best way that she can. It really isn't much that she can say or do. The only thing she can do is be there for him and comfort him through this grieving process. So now he's there grieving, and yeah, I had to show this picture too because I had so many clips. I was like, God, Zach is really giving it to us. That's when I was like, they acting they butt off. Like, they really doing a good job. And did y'all notice that Zach done lost a lot of weight? He looks so small now. I guess everybody in their losing weight era. But anyway. So the girls, they're talking, and Danny is upset. And she's just like, I don't even want to have kids. Like, you can prepare, you can prep, you can go to all your visits, and this is the outcome. And Sabrina is just like, you can't say that, Danny. It doesn't happen to everybody. She was like, well, it does happen to people when they have a doctor that doesn't care, that's racist and don't like black women, and that doesn't care whether you live or die, pretty much. And she sees the doctor and she stands up and she was like, you better watch your back for the rest of your life. You better watch your back for the rest of your life because you dirty dog wrong. Y'all, if y'all got Dr. Cruz as y'all doctor, and if you black and a woman, he don't care. He wants you to be unalived. He around here unaliving women and kids. Hide your kids, hide your wife. Hide them all. Because he out here killing all of them. Yeah, it's bad. So they trying to calm her down, but that's her friend, like her friend's baby, you know, whatever. Because they really haven't gave real word on Karen, but they was really talking about the baby. But they didn't say it like out loud, which was crazy. Because I'm the viewer, because I was looking like, so what's going on with Karen? So the doctor comes out and he's talking to them. He was like, hey, Now, y'all can go in and see Karen. She is in a fragile position. You know what I'm saying? Just, don't do too much. Just kind of work with her. Like, she's going to be in pain. She's going to be hurting. So just be there for her, for your friend. That's when we find out that Karen is, pretty much still alive, because when they go in there, she's breathing. I was like, okay, so she's breathing and she's coming back too. And so when she kind of wakes up, she's like, where my baby? And she was saying that her stomach was in pain and all this other stuff. And he said that that's, normal for a C-section, and they're going to get her some morphine or whatever to help take the pain away. And so here go Danny. Can I get some too? The doctor gonna laugh. Child, Danny ain't playing. Danny is not laughing. She wants some too. For real. So here we go. We started. Where are my babies? Like, where are my babies? Baby, I'm sorry. One of them didn't make it. Are you sure? Like, what? Really? She asked about Zach. She asked about Aaron. And it's sad. It's so sad. Because she's just like, oh my God, what am I supposed to do? Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, how am I supposed to tell my baby, my other baby, that her sister is no longer here? And they were like, we're going to be here for you, Karen. We're going to tell her together. Like, we're going to all be here. Whatever you need. And then they asked her, do you want to see the baby or whatever? Because they said that Zach had already saw him. So do you want to see him? So that's when we get on Zach. And Zach is telling from his experience, like, Karen was laying there and the babies came out, and at first he heard a baby cry. So he was like, okay, that's a good sign, right? So he only heard one cry. He didn't hear two. And so they didn't know which baby was which. So they had to go do like a blood sample, or I guess some type of real quick check to see whose baby is who. So he said that Aaron and Zach was really thinking the same thing. They was thinking like, pretty much, I'm sad for you, but I hope it ain't my baby. I want my baby to be alive. And that's so crazy. You got two men and one baby, and both of them are like, I hope it's not my baby. Oh my God, that is a difficult place to be in. And and it's like, you're not even trying to be like selfish. You just don't want that hurt and that pain. You want the joy of your baby being alive and well. You know what I'm saying? So they just really thinking the same thing, like, I hope it's not me. I hope that's not my baby. So sad. And even though they do empathize with each other, I just don't want it to be my baby. Anyway, so he said they got the results back. Come to find out the baby was his. And he was crying. And he said, I got to hold her. And she was so perfect. And they put her in my hands. She fit in my hands. And he was like, why did God do me like this? Why did God do this to me? Like, why did God put me in the position to where I don't have my baby? But I'm like, Zay, sweetie, Fatima is pregnant. So think about it. If you would have had kept your baby, you would have had the baby with Karen, and you would have had your baby with Fatima. And Aaron wouldn't have had anything. Not one baby. So it's a blessing that, it's a blessing that you still have Fatima pregnant with your child. But it's still sad that you lost one. And it's crazy because it's almost like Karen is mirroring Zach. She has a baby, but she lost one. And like with Zach lost a baby, but he still has one coming. So it's almost like they are mirroring each other. And they're both about, this grieving process is finna be a headache. Child, I already know. So he just crying like, why did God do this? Like, why this, why this, why that? And we can't explain why. Only God knows. You know what I'm saying? But the beauty is you still have a baby coming. That's the beauty of it. All right. So this is when they like, hey, do you want to see your baby Karen? Do you want to see your baby Karen? Because Zach is already sown. And she's just like, yeah. Like, she just like, yeah. And this is so hard because I know a lot of mothers that have had stillborn births. And I know mothers that, like, they'll still let you see the baby. You can still hold the baby. And they will, like, do a funeral and all this stuff, right? And I used to just feel so sad because it's like, you got this baby. It's lifeless, but it's so beautiful at the same time. And you can't take them home with you. It's like, I gotta leave my baby here. Like, I gotta leave my baby. I can't take my baby home. That is the mothers and fathers. Like, I can't take my baby home. And they say that it's good for the mother, which it is, so you can have some type of something. But at the same time, it's like, I can't take my baby home. Yeah. So they bring the baby in there and Karen is crying. Karen is like, I can't. What do you do? Like, what do you say in this situation? What do you do? What do you say? And only thing I can do is just, my heart goes out. That's all. But y'all, this pretty much this, and I'm going to do the review for the trailer. And when I tell you that trailer looks so good to me, I said, oh, they finna be acting. Like Karen, the way she was looking in that trailer, and the way Zach, they finna be acting their butts off. This is finna be good. We finna have some depth. Anyway, y'all, but I'm going to review the trailer and I'm going to have that posted up. But this is Sheila Bila. Y'all, let me know what y'all think about this episode. It was sad and it was good at the same time. And it was good because the emotion, and we could feel it. And it wasn't like no mess. It was like some real emotions. But it was so sad because I was like, where my tissue? Like, I'm over here getting all wet eyes and stuff. Because it's sad, but they acting they butt out. And Andi, you better get them. You better get that Dr. Cruz. Because Andi looking like, don't worry about it, sis, I got you. Don't worry about it, sis, I got you. Well, I'm finna get this nickel. But anyway, y'all, this is Sheila Bila. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what y'all think. Bye.